NERDSoul. Did you find out what Joe Biden said?
Yes, I did.
Okay, read it out. But real quick, I want to go to the chat. Eon001 said, if the Punisher was real, how would he respond to police brutality, corruption, and racism in the police force? I'll touch on that after this one. I'll touch on this after this. All right. What did Joe Biden? What did Joe Crime Bill Biden do?
Okay, so he was on an interview with Charlamagne the God.
Oh no!
And
all right, it's already.
Let me get to. I want to quote him. I want to make sure I get him. He said, "Quote: If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black." That's what Mr. Biden said.
All right, shout to the chat, Marquise Collins. I want you to read that quote again because it might be wrong. Refresh your browser.
Oh no, it's right. It's right. Quote: If you have a problem, and this is from New York Times. Okay, this ain't from like
with
black.
Charlamagne the God.
It ain't from blackpeople.com.
AKA Monique Charlamagne. You know what I'm saying?
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't. And he said ain't black. Now.
All right, you know what? Did Charlamagne say anything after that?
Hold on. Let me. It's not going into what Charlamagne said.
Okay.
There's a video link, but of course, you know.
Yeah, we can't get on the video link right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, okay. All right. Let's unpack this. You know what? Matter of fact, I want to know your thoughts first. Ladies first.
My first thought was he ain't wrong. It just won't for him to say. I'm sorry, that's how I feel about it. He ain't wrong. It won't your place to say, Mr. Biden, because the truth be told, what it comes down to is anybody could have been running. Donald Duck could have been running, and we're gonna vote for him versus Trump. So don't get all high and mighty because you ain't our favorite person either, because we ain't forgot everything that you said and done. Boop.
Yeah.
So
and all the women you done touched and all the black people you put in jail. All the black people you done put in jail.
We just, at this point, we are against the wall. That's what it comes down to. We are really, we're backed into a corner, and we just really need to get Trump out of office. And that's what it comes down to, and again, it sounds crazy, but it's like what he said went wrong. He was just wrong for saying it because it wasn't his place to say it. Yeah. As this creepy white man.
Without the video, he might have been. Eon said pandering at its highest. Man thought he was doing some stand-up comedy. Take a seat. Little Miss Chocolate said he just threw away the election. What an idiot. There's a lot to unpack here, so I'm gonna try to unpack it. I'm gonna try to go slow because I know Joe Biden, he's not too quick, so I'm gonna try to go slow. All right. He said if you have trouble figuring out who you're for, which one? How was the line though?
Let me go back. He said if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
All right. Here's the thing. We don't like neither of y'all.
Thank you.
Let me be clear to Joe Biden and the Bidenettes, or whoever Biden wants to run with, whether it's Kamala Harris, ain't nobody feeling her neither.
He not running with her.
Or Klobuchar, ain't nobody feeling her neither. Let me make it clear to you. Don't nobody like you. Don't nobody like neither of y'all. Don't act like for me or Trump, like there's this huge difference. Both of you run in the same circles. Don't act like you don't. Oh, because somebody will kill me with an axe and somebody will kill me with a machete, I'm supposed to be happy? Did Donald Trump put the crime bill together?
No.
Did Donald Trump vote for the disparity in sentencing? No. That was you, Joe Biden. So how in the world are you trying to go on this, I don't know, Kings of Comedy tour, going and talking to Charlamagne? Charlamagne should have never gave you that platform in the first place. But
well, no, I disagree with that, because if this is somebody running, we still need to talk to them about, you know, still stands. That still stands.
I mean, do we though?
I mean, I'm sorry, it does.
Come on. He's been around long enough. We know Biden is not giving us nothing. He ain't talking about no reform. He ain't talking about no reparations. He ain't talking about putting police in jail. He ain't talking about none of that. So why are we even entertaining him? Why? Why are we wasting our time? Joe Biden, you're a joke. Just because you're running against a joke doesn't mean you have a shot.
Oh, he has a shot. Look.
But does it matter? Let me be real with you. White people been all mad about Trumpity Trump. Black people, guess what, y'all? Look at me. We've made it through another one. Through Reagan, through Bush. Now we made it through another one. Don't have Joe Biden forcing you to vote for him because you scared of Trump.
Well, who else we gonna vote for?
Not saying that you should vote for Trump. I am not saying that. What I'm saying is sometimes you need to withhold your vote or withhold your support for the system in general.
I totally disagree.
People, and this is what I'm saying on this. Because Joe Biden thinks that he can just jump up and say, well, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And we're going to be like, ha, yeah, you right, Biden. Somebody shouldn't get our support that acts like that. It is not your... You don't decide what black is. Maybe the black delegation, after a month of intense talks, yes, we can decide what black is. But you, Rachel Dolezal, whoever on the news, New York Times, CNN, y'all don't decide who's black and who ain't. And for you to say something like this, you're begging me to not vote for you. And I know I'm not voting for Trump.
But you do
understand where you at now.
But you do
look at how dumb you are.
But you do understand. This is part of how we got into the situation with Trump. Now
and I know what you're about to say. I feel you.
I feel you. Okay, so this is part of how we got into the situation with Trump. Now, did he have some other help? Quote, help to get in there? Yes.
Russian help.
However, studies already show that black people did not show up to the polls like we should have shown up to the polls for this last election.
And I get you. I feel you.
Okay.
I do.
So what I'm saying is, despite the thing is this, we can't get caught up in our feelings, because the bottom line is this. I know that it's choosing the lesser evil, but when Trump is at the tippity top in terms of evil, we need to remove this man. I'm sorry, that's how I feel. He just needs to be out.
Now, and I see what you're saying, but I think too many times the system fools us and tricks us into being scared. Oh, be scared of Reagan. You gotta vote like this. Oh, be scared of Bush. You gotta vote like that. Oh, be scared of John McCain. You gotta vote like this. Oh, be scared of whoever, Mitt Romney, whoever, Trump. You gotta be scared of them. Vote like this, vote like that. Meanwhile, we're hopping around being scared of whoever gets elected, and we never get anything. Now, look at this. We got big bad Trump, right? Big bad Trump. We still here. Black people didn't disappear. So maybe it's time to be like, let y'all fools deal with each other, because if you want this vote, just like Jewish people, Asian people, whatever, Asian people went and got their $8.4 billion in 2 days. Meanwhile, black people got to beg for it like there's a real reason, there's a real reason to argue against it. But I do see where you're coming from. Not voting is not the answer. But that doesn't mean that we have to vote for the presidential election. There are other elections that I think that we should vote for.
It's not an either or. It's not an either or. You should vote for all of them. You should vote in all elections.
But all right, here's my thing. Even say if I was to vote for Biden, I vote for Biden, and Biden wins, and the identity will be like, oh well, look at all the support Biden got, and he got it from the black community, and the only story will happen is the black community rallied behind Joe Biden. They won't say black people had nowhere else to go. No, the story will be, oh, look at all the support from the black community for Joe Biden. It's like, we never supported him. We never cared about him.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, this is what allows their system to continue on. And not saying that I have the answer, but sometime when people keep playing with your lives as if it's the doomsday, and the doomsday never comes, but you continue voting the way they want you to vote, sometimes you need to remove yourself from the chessboard and assess a couple things before you come back and start playing again. Because this type of mess, he done lost his mind. Now, at the same time, am I surprised? No. Biden is not only racist, he's also super old, and he's out of touch. Which means that since he's super old, he's trying to relate. He's trying to, I'll say something, gotcha, and everybody will have me trending for the wrong reasons. I'm not sure I can tell anybody how to vote. I don't know. I don't know. But I am sick of the kind of like, oh, well, if you don't know if you're for me or for Trump, who said y'all that different? Okay, let's look. Super rich, check for both of y'all. Rich friends, check for both of y'all. Friends that are pedophiles and there's some funny stuff going on, check for both of y'all. Both of y'all getting too handsy and feely with women, check for both of y'all, at least on the rumored cases thing. So we're constantly, bring that over here, bring that. We're constantly seeing similarities between you, yet you want to pretend that there's some big difference. And not to say that Trump and Biden are the same, but if you want me to overlook the crime bill, which you wouldn't even sit back and be like, you know what, years later, it was kind of messed up. If you wanna sit back years later after voting for the disparity in sentencing for black and white people when it comes to the same drugs, the same offenses, and not even be like, you know what, looking back, that was a bad idea. What do you want someone in the black community to do? And then you come and smack me in my face today talking about you ain't black? Nah, bruh. You ain't black. And you don't have the place or the space to say this. And I can't believe that Charlamagne gave you a platform. But Charlamagne, I don't know, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe, what is it? Radio One hired him, or not really. iHeartRadio booked it, and he just had to do it. But Biden has fast lost my. Well, yeah, he didn't have my support in the first place, but I mean, anyway to quickly be like, no. Oh, you whack and you mo whacker, this is how you do it. You know, Biden did this. I told Lady Lisa earlier, I said this was going to be a smooth show today. I said today was going to be an easy show. It was going to be cool. Nothing was going to happen. It was going to be all good. Nothing crazy. Nothing to be mad about this show. I said it. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that, Lisa? And
then here come Eon 001.
Yes. Let me roll to the chat for a second.
Y'all done made him pull out the sweat rag.
Yeah, y'all done made a brother sweat. All right, so to the chat, Booksworthy said this is the worst timeline. Joe is a fool. He's lucky he is much more preferable than the Trump administration. But then again, it's a low bar. Thank you. Yeah. We're literally arguing over mediocrity right now. That's what we're doing. Like, do you want bad food or better or worse food?
But and I agree.
All right, put that up.
I agree with you on all of that. The issue I have is that Trump, given the position of president that he's in, and given how much of an evil idiot he is, he can get us in some really bad spaces and situations. I mean, don't forget, we thought at one point that him running his mouth was going to get us blown up, literally.
Yeah.
So in terms of stuff like that, that's really more the issue. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with everything you're saying, but because he's so to the extreme, and he's such an idiot. He's, you know, he's a narcissist. He's the whole list that makes him just dangerous. That's my whole issue.
Okay. And I see where you're going. I'll touch on that in a second. So Fox 2 Sock says he has nothing on the table for us. When Charlamagne asked, what's he going to do for us? This man started rambling about MLK. Oh God. He's taking the black vote for granted. Yeah, that's another thing. Democrats in general just assume black people are going to vote for him because they've played the devil you know, or the lesser of two evils card forever. One, we need to get out of this two-party system. We need some more. We need other parties. Two, we need some black people to run. Now, NERDSoul 2020, I'm sorry, I can't run. All right? I can't run. I love to run, but come on, man. Look, I'm already too late for all the fundraising dinners. All right? But, yo, a fundraising dinner with me would actually be pretty cool, man. I have an ill cabinet. Yo, look, hey, I have a dope presidency.
Why do I feel like that would be a scene from, you already know where I'm going. I can't think of his name.
What, a scene from what, Head of State?
No, shoot.
All right, so Eon 001 said Trump is gonna win again, which I assume. Just prepare for the storm. Yeah, Eon 001 said, who's the third option? We don't have a third option in America. In America is a two-party system. They've locked it that way because when you have a two-party system, you can play both sides against the middle, and then you really don't have to change anything. If you look at Democratic presidencies, Republican presidencies, things do move, but not so far that rich people get uncomfortable. Then let's see. Therese said, I won't vote at the end of it. We all going to take a hit. It don't matter how severe it is or not. It's still a hit. Yeah, it's tough to try to contextualize. What up, Tay 2020? Tay 2020. That's who should be president. It's tough to try to contextualize the consistent danger we're in, but the fact that we are still surviving, even in this climate, with me seeing that we're surviving in this climate, it's going to take more than you just fear-mongering me to get to vote for you, or you trying to attack my identity, even if you're joking about it, to get to vote for you. And then when Fox 2 Sox pointed out that he started rambling about MLK. What MLK got to do with today? What MLK fought for, you and people of your ilk have worked to dismantle and walk back. So what are you going to do today, tomorrow, and next month, and next year? What are you going to do? What are you going to do for me, my wife, my son here? Is it anything? If it's nothing, then get out my face. I ain't got nothing to say to you. I'm sorry. Joe Biden was already whack. And I think Joe Biden had that black friend too long that he got comfortable. He had Obama too long and made him think he was cool. Just because he took off a scarf, getting out of the whip looking cool, he think that he could just roll up on us any type of way.
He was backed by our former President Barack Obama.
He was. But do you see Barack Obama anywhere now? You see how he slid?
I mean, but he slid to the mic and was like, I endorse, Biden for president.
Yeah, it's disheartening to have to end the show like this. I wanted to end the show happy, guys. I wanted to end the show happy. See what happens. Joe Biden goes say something, then I have to hear what he said. If he would have just been like, hey guys, you should vote for me because I got great ideas and I'm better than what you got now. Ideas, and I'm gonna do things like this, and like this. Listed out a couple things and just hushed. This fool started talking about you ain't black.